I am Partha Sarathi Roychaudhuri, roll number 2541610007, MTech Data Science IIT Guwahati. This is my project on uh, building a neural recommendation ALS system along with sentence transformers embeddings, but mini LM to news recommender system. For end users. And this notebook installs the dependencies, downloads a mine small dataset of variant, and pre-processing step is there, embedding steps, CF, collaborating, filtering, a training, and offline evaluation, as well as there is an extra uh, fusion layer, the explicit and the implicit weights calculation, which we have studied theoretically in RecSys. It's very evident in the fusion layer. So first, here we are creating separate directories and folders for each of our purposes, defining basically enum kind of standard of folders which we are going to frequently re- refer over here. And over here we arrive at the pre-processing code part. What we do see over here is that first we normalize all the timestamps at which the news and everything has been uploaded, and we convert them to a standard date time of formatting. And then next on, we clean the text for the embeddings. We clean the text top to toe using stemming, lemmatization, and everything. uh, Removing punctuation, stop words, pre-process mined news. Now here we are cleaning text for embedding, doing stemming, lemmatization, and all those standard NLP functions which have to be carried out before we can build sentence based embeddings on them with the help of mini LM as well as BERT. Uh, Now, pre-process behaviors. So it has user ID, impressions, timestamps, basically the various activities from the users and everything. And over here we have timestamps along with impressions. And then we map article IDs to item IDs, and we filter all the unknown items. Basically, filter the unknown items in order to replace them by a default value. So these are all the basic pre-processing tasks we have done. Next, we come on to the embedding code. Now for this I've used a sentence, a transformer. Uh, so it gave me basically the embeddings based on my sentences. And we have calculated a normalized embedding, basically FICE embeddings. So what does FICE embeddings do? FICE embeddings is a certain kind of embeddings which is built for cosine similarity, and it is normalized, of course, and it uses very efficient similarity searches, by which is particularly important over here because I am going to do collaborative or filtering over this. Um, Now, after we are done with that, the CF code, collaborating or filtering code, over here we convert standard NumPy or GPU arrays to a standard arrays. That was a caveat which we had in our code. And after this, we go on to, yes, the train ALS, or the alternating a least squares. Now this is the alternating least squares method we have used for doing the user matrix and the item matrix, calculating all the factors, whereas regularizing at the same time. And over here what we have used is that we have calculated the clicks have been our major decider of how trendy is an item, and we also do click weights depending on the confidence of the clicks. And which is a very important thing in a recommender system to overcome positional bias, uh, which we call the upper ones are click more, so we need to add a certain confidence with our clicks. And then we build the item users parse matrix and create the ALS model on this. And after that, we fit the model on our data, and we then store our factor matrices, the user and the item. And after that, we go on to the fusion code. Now this fusion code basically is alpha into something plus beta into something plus gamma into something. Now what are these somethings? Alpha into collaborative filtering, beta into content based filtering, plus gamma into trend. Temporal analysis. Now temporal data augmentation I have particularly included over here as a news recommendation system. That is a major part, as older the news gets, the more irrelevant it is in real life. Now we go on to see everything. Evaluation, basically LTCG at the rate k, precision at the rate k, we have calculated and we have shown that. And basically over here we have uh, the after this we have some processing a code over here. And after that we have basically the modified cell which was used to convert into uh, certain kind of click data into data in the parquet form, which was very much important as it was required for processing of the things. The click data we have, it was converted to clicks dot parquet. And behaviors to users behaviors too. And over here we have something. uh, we have done the pre-processing part, the embedding part using bird and saved embeddings and five indexes. And after that we have pre-processed some data and impression, a likeless scores, selected impression columns, user id, candidate scores for everyone. We have just displayed it for some explainability. And after that we have gone on to doing this. We have pre-processed user id, article id into integer columns into forms which are easily processable. And we have done this only over here. We have basically worked on the clicks dot parquet, otherwise it was giving a float in error. So, and over here we again inspect for any NNNs or problematic rows, and then we have trained the ALS collaborative filtering over here based on our data, and finally we have evaluated over here, which is a good evaluation enough. And so guys, that was my complete project. I hope you all liked it. Thank you.